Thank you. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We have some connection cards, beautiful connection cards in the pews that have trees. If you're visiting, we ask you to fill out these connection cards. Please put them in the offering plate as the offering is passed later on so that we can give you a call and find out what your spiritual needs are and if we can help in any way. We're coming this Wednesday, family night is coming back, and the family style meal is coming back, and so that's great. We've taken a little vacation, but now we're ready to have food, fellowship, and fun. Food, fellowship, and fun. Now, the one thing is about the fun is only the young people are allowed to have fun. The older people, we're not allowed to have fun. In fact, I think it's in our bylaws that if you're older, you're not allowed to have fun, but yeah, we may have to change that. I don't know. Does that just mean if you're having fun, you're young? Yes, young at heart. I like that. I like that, Jeff. I like that, Jeff. He's saying young at heart. And Jeff is our guest speaker today. I wanted to say a little bit about him right now, so I don't take time later. But first of all, for years, I thought he spelled his name Jeff, but he doesn't. He spells his name Geoff, and the only reason I can think of is that he's in the witness protection program, and they decided if we put him in Corpus at Windsor Park Baptist Church, nobody will ever, they won't find him, and I had a hard time finding him myself, but I met Jeff back in 2002 for the first time. We were visiting Windsor Park, and Grover Pinson, the pastor, had two daughters, Teddy and Jackie, and they were only about 8 or 9, and I met him there first. He was single, he had long hair. In fact, I think he had a ponytail. And now Windsor Park has a homeless ministry. Every Sunday they have a meal to help homeless people. And so when I first saw him, I thought he was homeless. So I didn't really talk to him. We shook hands and he introduced himself. But then flash forward 10 years, about 2012 or so, my daughter Heather was going to Del Mar, and she joined the Baptist Student Union, and she was selected to be the representative for Texas A&M. She was the first representative selected. Now that's their big project is Texas A&M, not Del Mar so much. But anyway, the Baptist Student Union is required to go to a church somewhere on Sunday. And at that time, they were meeting at Windsor Park. So my daughter Heather went, and we went with her to support her. And so I met Jeff again, 10 years later. Now his hair is shorter. I believe he's still single at the time, still hasn't got married. You just got married, okay. And so then Grover gave me his phone number, and I found out he was going to college. And I called, and we would meet to have lunch. About once a month, we would have lunch. And I know college kids don't have a lot of money, so I would always pay for the lunch. And the purpose was just to encourage him, because college is hard, it's tough, and to encourage him not to give up and encourage him to the ministry. And we would talk about different topics, spiritual things, Bible things, but maybe even, sports stuff. And so we really got to know each other. But I wanted to say the reason he's here this morning is not just because he's my friend. He's called of God. He's qualified. He has a bachelor's degree from a Christian college. He has a master's of divinity. He's done interim before. He was dean of Annapolis Christian School here for a while. He taught for 10 years. So he's a very qualified individual. And he's coming to preach a sermon that he's worked on. But what I would like to ask him to do is try to work into your sermon what I want to hear and what everybody here wants to hear. Inquiring minds want to know. What we want to hear is, how did a young, almost homeless person that was living in his van, how did you go from that to getting a master's of divinity degree? How in the world did that happen, And how in the world did you get someone as beautiful and lovely as Avery to even go out with you? I mean, that's a small miracle right there. I mean, if I was her, you came into the room, I would have said, Shoo fly, don't bother me, you know. But if you have time, we wanted to know. At this time, let's all stand up and greet each other in the name of the Lord.
As I need this, I cry. It is you.
Well, good morning, Summit family. Hi. We started can you believe we're in 2025? You know, that's a year I never thought I'd see. So glad to have y'all this morning. Good to see everybody. We have some visitors this morning. Thank y'all for being here, both in person and through the media. We're glad you're here this morning. We're children of God. He is with us every step of the way. He is by our side. He knows that nothing surprises him. Nothing in 2025 is going to surprise him. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not. It may surprise us, but it's not going to surprise him. And then in Jeremiah 29:11,